Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Wednesday show where us panel of local real estate experts and Disney enthusiasts get together and have a little chat that you can listen in on and participate about what's going on with Disney in Orlando, what's going on with the real estate market, what's just going on with general news and interest stories in general. So this is just where we get together and want to engage with you as much as possible to keep you in the loop. But before we do all that, maybe let's cue the theme song. And if you hear a light noise that's just consistent and maybe like hissing, it's really just a tropical rainstorm that's going on outside that you can kind of see from Sue's window in the back there. Hasn't been too stormy in a while. I mean, I guess we kind of need it, but wow, it's making things go a little darker earlier than normal this time of year.
Yes, but it's beautiful outside. I love it.
I hope you got a candle and a book or your favorite show and all that good stuff. And maybe we're your favorite show this Wednesday.
That works.
Before we dive into the news topics, feel free to introduce yourself as always. Let us know where you're watching from, and we'll just say who we are. I'm Elijah Lewis with Florida in Motion Realty here on Near Disney. They call me the Prince of Real Estate, and joined, of course, by...
I'm Sue Koftiev, also with Florida in Motion Realty. They call me Aurora, as in Sleeping Beauty, and we are welcoming you in here tonight with us. So thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, lots of stuff going on all of a sudden. I mean, we gotta just call attention, say our respects to who I consider to be some Disney royalty in his own right. Of course, the loss of Tim Curry. I think it was today. 80 years old. I loved watching him in the Disney movie Muppets Treasure Island when Brian Henson took over. And of course, that was always fun to just watch Tim ham it up like he always did, and of course, just make us laugh. There was always a meme around my generation. I was like, can tell a lot about a person by what they recognize Tim Curry from.
Right?
Some things we love but cannot mention on this family-friendly show. But anyway.
Well, yeah. If you want to get super specific, yeah. But like you can name movies or the genre, right?
Oh, I just mean like Rocky Horror, not exactly G-rated.
Definitely not G-rated. But do you know that I used to cruise the boulevard in the South Bay of California outside Redondo Beach, and we would go. There were weekend after weekend after weekend when a bunch of us would go and see Rocky Horror Picture in one of the old movie theaters down there. So did I just date myself? Yes, I did. But
well, I bet it was a fun date. No,
it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
And that, those midnight screenings are everything. There, it's a rite of passage for many. So jumping in to just a cool story, we've got a fun update for something that's coming to Orlando, a new Pop Stroke unveiling its opening timeline for its most ambitious location with the most elaborate mini golf courses yet. I mean, one thing that you can say about Central Florida is, oh my gosh, do we have you? Hey, no ads, please. We have you covered on mini golf, and oh my gosh, look at all this. That is awesome. My own team did a fun Christmas party to celebrate a productive year at Pop Stroke at one of their locations. It's cool that they're getting another one. Basically, a 2-story venue will be at 8554 International Drive, 2 18-hole mini golf courses, 5 bars, and a restaurant. Basically, it's a company backed by Tiger Woods and getting a new location, basically looking to host events in 2027 next year. But there is a very special conceit to this location. When they're saying they're bringing back surprises for guests, I would say no kidding, seeing as this Pop Stroke location will have a cave with a shark tank that guests will play golf as sharks and stingrays swim around them. So this is, I guess, some concept art of like what kind of looks like a James Bond villain layer. Doctor Evil, he would say from Austin Powers, saying he wants sharks with laser beams on their heads.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
But it's yeah, that sounds like fun thing to get into next year. I mean, as far as there's Top Golf, where you got like those giant places to just hit the golf ball out into the ether for a mile into a net. You can always do, or of course, I like the mini golf that's at even the Universal City Walk, where they got some funky courses there. So there's just plenty of places to do mini golf all around here, and this one looks like it'll be one of the most exciting yet.
Well, and if you want to give them a test drive before then, the one that's in Winter Garden, it's in the Hamlin Grove Shopping Center. So if you're, wanting something a little bit closer, if you're kind of more in our area, but it's definitely a experience worth having. And take friends and family.
Oh, yep. It was a good time. Maybe no sharks in that one, but it will have some good atmosphere of its own,
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. In sort of real estate news, we saw this article from FloridaRealtors.org saying that the Florida condo sales are strengthening across price ranges. So basically, data is showing that condos and townhouses that have condo fees, like, a townhouse is kind of just a house-shaped condo, but you still pay your dues for them to take care of the maintenance. But sales rose 11% in July, with gains extending from the lower price to higher end property prices. So showing signs of a recovery, with sales stretching basically year over year, 11%, 11 straight months of annual gains. I guess the condo market maybe got a little spooked in some industries that were grappling with getting their certifications and reserves to deal with some regulations from a few years ago when there was a bad storm, and they just had to kind of get their insurance in order. And so some insurances were hard, or condo fees were raising. Some of that was making condos a little less attractive. But the good news is we're seeing, in some cases, condo fees lowering for the newer years, and insurance companies coming back. So basically, the numbers bear out sales below 500,000 rose 8% from a year earlier, where sales between 500,000 and a million jumped 24%. So and sales of a million and above climbed 31%. I will say that it does seem like the luxury market is picking up. Maybe just some wealthy investors from out of the state looking to get a homesteaded property before the big vote that we're going to have in November about property taxes, or just, and happy to see insurance companies come back. So yeah, I think that's cool to see some gains with condos. Yeah, and even in my own experience, suddenly, like, we have a listing in the Bella Collina area, and that we're starting to get more showings all of a sudden from what's kind of a congested market in that area right now. We're getting more calls, hopefully to get that locked under contract soon. And we just had a beautiful sale in Celebration, Florida, the town that was built by Disney. Closing happened today in a beautiful condo that was just right downtown Celebration. Actually broke a record for a best sale of a 3-bedroom condo in that area of Celebration. So the Carlisle. So happy to get that.
Congratulations.
Happy to break a record. So yeah, we can kind of confirm that we're making big things happen in our own team with the condo market right now.
The other thing, just to side note, I had a lender contact me a few weeks ago. A while back, we had a couple that were trying to buy a condo, but long story short, because it was in a property where there were a lot of short-term rentals, the lender wasn't happy with the ratio of how many full-time, people were living there and how much of it was short-term rental. There are new programs now. She was letting me know there's new programs, lending programs, mortgage programs for people who are in that situation and don't have quite as much money as they want to put down as they'd like to in order to put down to get that loan. So, again, that's one of the things we can help you with. Connect with us and we'll make sure that, all of your questions with lenders and referrals, we get answered for you so you can make that dream, become a reality.
Absolutely. You are in the business of making dreams come true. And I do want to throw things over to a listing that you have in a sort of like dream come true community. It's selling that paradise, that like the Jimmy Buffett community. So we've got like residential living designed by Disney, just minutes down the road from residential living designed by Jimmy Buffett, with the Margaritaville. So I'll just kind of play this listing of yours here and let you sort of introduce what's special about this lifestyle.
All right, will do. This is definitely a Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett Key West kind of feel. There are small cottages, there are large cottages, there are condominiums. This right here is an 8-bedroom, 9-bathroom, 3-story cottage, and it is completely furnished. It is a place that you can live full-time. You could live part-time. You don't ever have to live in it. You could rent it out and live, stay in it sometimes. There's no requirements as far as how you choose to occupy the property. And there is a beautiful pool with a spa. The view is gorgeous. It's up against a lake, and it is just fully equipped. It is turnkey. Absolutely, the kitchen is stocked. The linens and towels are stocked, and as you can see, it's been decorated. Great accent, walls with paintings. Some wonderful, wonderful artwork was installed in a lot of these cottages. And so you can be appreciative of, again, anything that has to do with flip-flops. You're probably going to find it in Margaritaville. So this is currently listed at $1,349,000. And again, it is really an awesome opportunity. It is very well booked. We have quite a few bookings into the future. And anyone who purchases this, if they're interested in income rental, those bookings would stay with the next owner. As you can see, that now the grass is now green again, because that was right after our freeze in February. But you can see just the water is a beautiful view. And Margaritaville has an huge, amazing pool. They have a wave pool. They have this gorgeous hotel with other amenities as far as restaurants, bars, gift shop, and just that really welcoming and comfortable feel. And you really do feel like you are in a tropical paradise. So contact me if you're interested in looking at this any further, or, I'm happy to educate you on what's going on in Margaritaville. I'm very familiar with it. So
that's right. Happy to promote that. It's a cool lifestyle. It's great that there's no restrictions. Like, you don't have to do the math. Like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to live there a year and 1 day or something. 6 months,
6 months and 1 day, yeah.
Or stuff like that. You don't have to worry about it. You can live in it. You can rent it. You can be there part-time. And it's always great, like you said. First thing you got to ask for in a place like this is what is the rental history looks like. And it looks like you've got some great bookings. They're not going to worry about it being a potentially just dud of an investment property.
Yes.
So that's awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull things over to just a little update we got just to sort of be proud of our city. We just had the State of the City 2026 by Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer, who is touted as the happiest mayor in the country. Basically just gave an essential public service announcement for our city moving forward. And just a highlight from that address, of course, is that an emphasis on crime being dropped and city services improving. Basically, he was just saying that Orlando crime hit a 50-year low, which is, of course, something that we just love to be able to see, love to be able to
Mhm.
tout from the stage at the Plaza Live. And yeah, basically, it comes from especially the really bad crimes, that that are talked about, just down by like big double digits, 20%. Happy to report. So basically, also highlighting that the Orlando wetlands in Christmas, the city's 1,650-acre water reclamation facility that has become a legitimate nature and birding destination with more than 200 species of birds calling it home. So that's great. Basically, happy to see good news, especially, because that's a question that people do ask, even just on a area or city or neighborhood basis. Sometimes you get, what's the crime like? And
Mhm.
happy to report that it is the best that it's been in basically living memory. So when you come to see us, people ask about some funny things sometimes. They ask, like, they go on the website where I guess they can calculate like the noise decibel levels and how that compares to other neighborhoods. I guess there's just things like there's always satellites and Google Maps, just always watching
Mhm.
area. They can like compare the general average noise decibel levels of like neighborhoods versus others like that. So yeah, some people really do their homework on
Well,
places.
in our area though, that's actually, I hadn't even thought about that. That's actually a good thing in a way because there is so much nightlife and activity and people just being able to be out late in the evenings and go to restaurants and live outdoor music and our fireworks, so that's
Mhm.
probably, not a bad
Sure.
thing to check into. But that's also, all of that is also why people want to live here. So.
Yeah, we like we say we're minutes away from Disney, but it's not like we have like we get some areas of celebration how like they're so blessed to have like a porch view or a condo balcony view where they
Mm,
can just see the fireworks sort of popping off in the distance of Disney.
mhm.
But it's not gonna be like this booming thing's gonna keep you up at night at 10 o'clock when they're partying.
Right.
So, like, that's good. I guess yeah, you're right about that. And
No,
speaking of Disney's
it's nice.
parties, we have a we have a quick little fun comparison of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party versus Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. Basically, Halloween Horror Nights is opening this upcoming weekend, and it's just one of those things. We're like, wow, it's August and it's already time to celebrate Halloween, I guess. But we'll just do a quick comparison about, of course, but Not So Scary is held at Magic Kingdom. It's basically what the name suggests, Halloween without the horror, and basically takes place from August 7th. So that one already started through Halloween night itself. It ends. I think Universal runs a little bit after Halloween, like it gets into the beginning of
Yeah,
November,
they
whereas
do.
Disney just pulls the plug kind of appropriately, in my opinion, basically, and it runs from 7 p.m. to midnight. It's Halloween themed events, character appearance, trick or treating. You can actually do Halloween fireworks, and of course, entertainment performances with the Disney IP. Whereas Halloween Horror Nights offers, in fact, I'll just pull up their website here. Already, boom, there's the contrast. You got screaming people covered in blood. And that's going to be this Saturday, I think. And they're about, yeah, all part of the horror, terrifying haunted houses, scare zones where they'll actually run out and, not touch you, but run up real close to you and get up in your grill and act all disturbing. Live entertainment where it gets kind of like intense. Like everything about Universal is like the more intense roller coasters, more intense, heavier metal performances, and of course the themed food and drink will also be scary. As far as their haunted houses this year, themed with Stranger Things is back, capitalizing on Sinners, the big kind of vampire movie from last year, Hellraiser, Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness lost this last year, but of course his legacy is going to continue as the Prince of Darkness at Halloween Horror Nights, and I guess Evil Dead is going to start there as well. As for tickets, it looks like Halloween Horror Nights gives you some offerings like a single night for $89.99, and then there are some seasonal passes that I think they can, with blackout dates or limitations on what you can get into, starting from like $299 all the way up to like packages where they can be like $469. So that you can kind of expect that sort of pricing. As for the not so scary Halloween party, yeah, there you go. These are the sort of folks you'll run into on the street,
Yeah.
Mickey and Daisy Duck. No blood. And that's kind of fun. Get your fill of Halloween treats and snacks as you gather goodies from land to land. Oh, and I like the purple on the teacup ride and stuff. I kind of lean toward this aesthetic myself, the sort of cute, scary over the gory. But hey, it makes it makes dates more fun. People start cuddling in closer to each other when they're actually scared. When you're really scared, that's when you get held. Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, I forgot they announced another Lilo and Stitch live action movie at the event that they held this past week.
D23, yeah.
D23.
It could also backfire you, because if they get super scared, they're going to run away and you may not find them. So.
Right. They're just, right. Like the Cowardly Lion just jumping through the glass in the Wizard of Oz. Or people lose control of their bodily functions. And that is no
Family friendly. Family friendly.
I was trying to find the tickets here. Okay, here we go. Yes,
there you go.
So to compare the tickets for Not So Scary, what does one night get you? Oh, okay. It's just going to depend on age a bit, but so let's just say me, a grown person. Oh wait, no. So basically, it's going to depend on your age, and I'm not 10 plus. I'm trying to figure out how to not be 10 years old. But actually, so some of these nights they're already sold out. So get a hold of that. Oh, so it's like $149 for some of these. So yeah, just keep that in mind, that seems like there might be a little bit of a premium for getting into Disney, as expected. But hey, that's fun. Are you bringing your family, or are you bringing a date? Just depends on you. Get the vibe first. Make sure that you know what they're down with first. There's plenty of Disney adults who would have a perfectly good time here, but if you want, take your pictures with Mickey and Minnie. And with that, I think that's the breadth of what we wanted to cover for tonight. Stay inside as much as you can. It's kind of pouring down out there. Like I said, light your candle, be with your good book, or if you're crazy and masochistic, maybe put on a scary movie. But that's not what I recommend.
That's an idea. As long as the thunder coincides with the scary parts in the movie. Otherwise, yeah.
Exactly. I'll say they gotta wait like 12 seconds before the lightning bolt and the thunder.
And the boom. Yes.
And the boom. All right. Well, I'll just throw it over to Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, to sign us out. Of course, you've got our phone numbers on the screen where you can really engage with us, not just in the comments section here, but give us a call when you want to work with us in real estate, and we're happy to assist you. If anyone's listening to us on the podcast, I'll just say my numbers real quick. You reach me at 407-922-0587. If you're buying or selling, would love to make a connection with you and help you out, especially in the Celebration area.
Yes. And my name is Sue Koptief again, and I'm at 407-334-7770. And I have a lot of wonderful clients that are interested in 55 plus. So that would be something you could talk to me about, as well as any of the other topics of real estate that we've discussed tonight.
Yep. You just put out a cool video highlighting a 55 plus community. That's another thing I'm good for. When you hit the subscribe button, we go into neighborhoods and into areas of Central Florida and just kind of create a overall showcase of what that lifestyle is like. So new construction as well.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll let you all have your evening back. You take care.
Yes. Take care. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.